The first carry for Leonard Fournette. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
At the 26-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Leonard Fournette. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, McDonald. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
McDonald's pass.
The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And let's face it, what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Fournette on the carry for Jacksonville. The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A gain of 4.
McDonald able to complete this to Chanel. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 26.
It's a gain of
nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did. Big-time
pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
The first down screen pass, good for 5.
At the Lions' 21-yard line.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars.
The score, Jaguars 7, Lions nothing. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Swift. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at
the tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On the other side of midfield at the 45. They'll get 34 yards there.
So that one just a little touch pass, but it paid off quite handsomely.
Yeah, and let's face it, the quarterback loves it because it pads his stats as a completed pass for nice yardage downfield. I like the way they get the receiver in motion. It's almost like he's running a route before he gets the football because he's got a full head of steam when the ball is popped in his direction.
Second down, Swift. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Murray. This one's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's McDonald. That one complete. He finds Sharp. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Sliding out of the pocket. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They'll run with Fournette. And some space here. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
The kick is good.
They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that was so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turned the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Two yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Murray now. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one a first down pickup of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
The tackle by
Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the Jaguars' 49.
Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Here's Swift. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Shotgun now from Murray. He's got it with the 15. That goes for a gain of 31.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Ball carrier.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd and 7, Murray eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Leonard Williams in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, McDonald, that's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. On 1st down, McDonald. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And this is going to be incomplete. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it, because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. McDonald, he'll let this one go deep for Chuck. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Murray. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. The Lions on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he's going to get this this one across the 30-yard line. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
Help me out, partner. Did they use up all their juice on second down when they got the sack? Because on third down, zero pressure all the time in the world, and he picks up the first down with that throw.
We'll give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. 1:52 to play until halftime. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
A gain of 27 on the play.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
This is Fournette, and they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Fournette. And he'll get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Jacksonville.
Leonard Fournette. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They'll run on 1st down. Swift. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
He'll get this one to Galladay. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A nice gain at 21 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On first down, Swift. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run here with Swift. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. From the gun, Murray. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. Throwing on first down is Murray. Flush to his right. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. The man is complete. And it's a fumble. And the Jags grab it. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And now the throw taken in by Chuck. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
First down, Jacksonville.
Fournette, a first down carry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Ball carrier.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Again, it's Fournette.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time. Forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
From the gun on 3rd down. McDonald into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Jaguars 21, Lions 9.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
They begin with a run by Fournette. And they get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
That catch good for only a couple.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. On third down, McDonald. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Hit by Jeff Okudah. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. The ball comes out, and the Jags grab it.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust.
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take a blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
They'll run on first down. Honeycutt, and he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit. Operating from the gun, Murray. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Throwing is Murray on third down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. First down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. This one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. From the gun, Murray escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
It wasn't a breakdown in protection. Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And his kick is good. And that lead is back down to 9 now. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, plus the field goal.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply
weaving through traffic, and now he's flying past the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette, 77 yards. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Swift. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Murray. To the right and complete to Galladay. A gain of 6 there on first. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be met at about the 43. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
The Lions on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time they face a 3rd and 2. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Lions on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for this with Evans. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Murray now on 1st down. Intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked up by Sidney Jones. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
The 2-yard line.
How about this starting field position? 1st and goal from 2 yards out. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action.
Definitely. Let him get outside.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Murray. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, They've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Operating from the gun, Murray. He's going to take another shot here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 21. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too.
2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McDonald. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
This will be a Jaguars 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
He was brought down.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Fournette, 1st down, still going. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Jaguars continue to roll. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more.
Makes the score Jaguars 42.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Once again, it's Swift.
He's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. That's caught by the tight end, Harrison Bryant. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
First down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
He's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. 26 more yards. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Oh, my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Sidney Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
At the 14-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing is McDonald. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him. Even
defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, I'm just not sure what more we can say about him after that one.
But we're certainly going to give it a try, aren't we? Because I believe we're watching greatness personified. It has not mattered all game long where they've handed him the football. He's taken it and found the end zone. He is so locked into that so-called zone, I don't think they're going to get him out of it in this one.
To kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Josh Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Murray. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And nearly another interception. reception. They've been around the ball all game.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Now Murray again. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Murray staying put for now. They'll go for it on 4th down.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen and the Jags take over in terrific field position. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.